or Sean Murphy. Neil Folds alongside me for this one. Neil, I know you watched O'Sullivan's first match. He's looked good. 2 big breaks to win the first 2 frames. He came close to a maximum. What did you...
Frames, he was a bit in and out. Rossmuir perhaps could have played a little bit better than he did early on, and then when he tried to, O'Sullivan from 3-1 up burst clear. 3-0 up against Matt Selt in the overall rankings, although they're head-to-heads rather, but although they, they've only met sporadically over the years.
O'Sullivan was due to play Ishprit Singh Chadha after his victory over Rossmuir, but Ishprit pulled out. And likewise Selt, I should say. Oh, that looks short. That looks short.
Oh, a miss.
Playing the 2-cushion glance. Oh, goodness. So, he's played 3 from the snooker he put himself in. Left Ronnie this chance here. I think he's got as much chance as anybody this week, I just feel this tournament could be set up for him, but, he's got to show some of his... Matt Selt might have something to say about the whole business, though, because, of course, he's a good player himself.
Best, with that World Championship in mind.
I mean, what does he mean by that? I mean, I don't think any of us, I don't expect you to tell me, but, because I know 50 years of age.
We have seen glimpses of vintage O'Sullivan this season, most notably, of course, in Saudi Arabia last season. But he says he has been putting a lot of work in on the practice table in a bid to find that spark.
That's another fluke. And this time he would hope to not... It was remarkable, actually. This time he has reached. Strange beginning to a match, isn't it, this one? Yeah, I mean, I'm not absolutely sure he's going to play in it anyway. Now, I've heard stories that...
Yes, it could be quite a bum fight in that regard. Mark Allen is in the 12th.
Nice.
The balls are just continually going a little strangely here. I think this time... It's not really an O'Sullivan sort of frame, is it? I mean, I don't think many players... He would deal with this slightly difficult table perhaps better than most. John Higgins.
8.
Or 7th in the spellbinding win in Saudi against Chris Wakelin. I mean, that is as good as it gets, isn't it, for him or anyone else in this game? It's not as simple as that. That was handy, wasn't it?
14.
Didn't know a lot about that little nudge. So what a chance to take the opening frame that has turned up here.
21. $28. 35.
So more to do here, but the frame.
$42.
Yeah, that's fine. Just top side of enough.
Messi messy start to the frame.
49.
Beautiful shot from that position when the person chasing the snooker gets them.
56.
It's more commonplace. Done well here because the blank's always been so an encouraging start if you're an O'Sullivan fan, of which there of course are many.
Now in his 51st year, he has O'Sullivan attacks the balls,
66.
gets on with it.
Quite nicely. You know, he's accelerating through the ball and making the cue ball work.
70.
Timing goes for a player where, you know, everything's hard work to get the cue
77.
ball doing what you.
There wasn't. But hasn't settled as yet in this one.
O'Sullivan has got the chance to catch him cold, I suppose. It was never a good idea. But,
6.
O'Sullivan at the black end in such a way that he could open things up. And I think that's typical O'Sullivan. This is where it can be overlooked.
12.
Many a player would have.
51.
A lot of work in behind the scenes, and you're seeing evidence of that. This is a very sharp start from him. He's cueing beautifully.
The reason the break is what it is, not into the 1-4.
Which was also made a couple of times. Sullivan.
Yeah, I'll make a prediction that 1-4-1 is not meaning anything as far.
What a clearance from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Brilliant start. Some way off that one, and not the sort of shot you want when you've had very few of them in the first couple of frames.
A pretty horrible double kiss, wasn't it, he got there, Selt? I mean, it was a giant double kiss, and the Sullivan up again. The balls sometimes.
7.
Still in. And Ryan Day has won the first against
15.
the man who knocked out the defending champion so impressive. After Higgins had come back from 4-1 down to 4.
23. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 30.
Every time O'Sullivan
1.
comes to the table, it seems to me there's a chance. Chance to get the reds open here, straight in. I time he knows that Selt's barely played a good shot, and he doesn't want that to change.
Ronnie
Give him no table
13.
time. Playing safe. But it does continue with that trend of Selt barely able to play.
It's 1-1 in the match between Stuart Bingham and...
Yes, I thought the same. Sometimes, you know, you've got to win the frame. I think there's every chance of one this week. You know, the conditions are good. Can't for sure say there'll be a 1-4.
One.
Well, it's a mistake now. All of a sudden,
Oh,
that
you're sorry
Selt
about
has
one.
got a chance. Of it, significant, I think.
One.
Let's use at 1 frame all. Winner of that to play the winner of this in the
8.
round of 16 tomorrow.
Yes, he just brushed the red away. No, he's not gone behind there, surely. Wrong here. Very good shot.
16.
Very well played.
Jack Lisowski's pulled a frame back with a break of 8.
Long time for any points to build, really. See,
19.
he doesn't want to play the pink either. The points are going to come very slowly.
$22.
That's not there. You could see that straight away. And not close either.
Matthew Selt.
It was all a bit of an
29.
effort, wasn't it? A lot of things to think about during the course of that. But O'Sullivan not able to take advantage.
But it's just not quite happening for him at the moment. 3-0 down. It's going to be a tall order.
One. Six.
Do. So an odd frame, really, just the way the balls fell, and it's an O'Sullivan victory in the frame. It's a pretty
70.
one-sided.
The break was becoming ever more awkward.
20.
And then control, queuing well.
24.
Brilliant. 138 total clear.
29.
Surely a must-win for the former Indian Open champion.
35. 42.
Ronnie
In the
O'Sullivan
break.
mops
Ronnie
up the
O'Sullivan.
colours and tightens his grip. Go through.
what he tried. He certainly didn't want that double kiss.
1.
That's a good shot. That's perfectly played.
9.
That one wiped its feet a little. He lost to eventual champion.
In the side view, it didn't appear that way. He's got to do something here.
70.
He really does. And,
25.
missable. There he goes.
31.
And also, he couldn't really do a lot with. He's missed it. Oh dear, be absolutely fuming
Selt,
because
31.
31 from there is not going to hurt. But he missed it by a long way.
1. Ronnie 3.
Yeah, it's hard to hit that shot thin enough, and
1. 8.
'It's been all about getting that black back on its spot, hasn't it, this break? So this was the thumbs up for his opponent.
23. 31. 39.
Matthew Selt has played well below his capabilities. He's looked good. 2 big breaks to win the first 2 frames.
Yes, he slightly underhit that last shot, but it's not stopped him potting it.
47.
Pretty underrated rest player, O'Sullivan, I think. I mean, he potted a brilliant one the other day in that 147 attempt. Didn't miss many with the rest, I have to say. And now the good thing about this shot, it goes in, it's another frame, and in it goes. So
62.
this is one-sided. This frame, though, is the one.
Yeah, he left himself a high black and undercut it. I think he'll be very happy with the way he's cueing.
71.
It's one thing playing well in practice, match it of late.
74.
But whatever he... working quite nicely because he's
78.
cueing extremely well. Never won this tournament, was runner-up 16 years ago.
83.
In well over 2 years. World Grand Prix in Leicester against
89.
Trump. 24, the last time he did so.
96. And
So overdue, and
Kind of put him off on a very good footing here. And it was a pretty tricky frame. A lot of the reds went towards here, off of 2 reds, and it went in there to the same pocket. This time he did get the snooker in behind the green, but it didn't amount to a great...
Ronnie O'Sullivan getting us back underway. Already just a frame away from progression. Just a reminder, in this evening session from 11:30 AM UK. Page, the only other player, O'Sullivan aside, to have made 2 maximum breaks in the same match.
next to the brown. Oh, that's well played though.
One.
He's played that well to push the cue ball top side of the blue. It was a good shot. He's done pretty well there because he lost the first frame. He was clearing up, missed the yellow, left it right over the pocket. So
On your Sullivan,
it didn't
6.
start well for him, that match. Well, he's got away. A good containing shot there from Selt.
1. Seven.
I get the feeling the last two frames from 3-1 he was very good, and you can't play well all of the time, but got the walkover because Ishpreet Singh Chadha didn't make the journey.
13.
So he had another day without a match.
Nineteen. 26.
It's evidence he's still got a great deal to offer
33.
in his 51st year.
Fourteen. 47.
Yes, quick check of the... So breaking all the rules there, O'Sullivan, wasn't he? He was looking across at the ball while he was playing the blue as if, you know... And I think that's exactly what O'Sullivan has done. That's what you call
On your
experience.
Sullivan, 52.
He could have easily taken the red on, but O'Sullivan was not prepared to allow that. Although that's a good shot. Tom O'Sullivan, I thought, probably felt that he couldn't leave very much there. I'm not sure whether anything...
It's a very...
Difficult shot here. He wasn't prepared to take that red on. Just hanging on us. So yeah, at least he's full.
One.
That was not what he was looking for. Yeah.
That's a good shot.
9.
Finish. Sums up his day, really.
That's a Selt. 14.
And that could be curtains.
1.
Yes, and what can you say about O'Sullivan? You know, all the snooker he's played in his career. This is just another match. Recent weeks, Selt's a good player. He's
7.
going to beat by virtue of a white one. But I don't think he can do much more in this context of a match like this and win it 5-0. And that anyone think.
Absolutely.
Sullivan, 14.
Breaks of 70.